We're going live. It says going live. It
Going
says you're
live.
live. We're
Are
live.
we
Hi,
though?
this is On the Stick
Yes, we
After
are.
Dark. According to this, we're live.
You are live.
No,
We are
we
live.
are live. I see
That's
it
good
now.
news. All right,
Now I
hi,
see
I'm
it.
Eric. I'm here with Joe and Kurt.
Hey, we're Joe and Kurt.
Yeah, that is who we are. We're here for the Roblox hour.
We're like the Statler and Waldorf of the show this week.
Roblox,
I'm-
Roblox
uh,
jailbreak hashtag.
I think I would prefer to be Waldorf. I
Okay,
think.
sure.
All right,
I'm
I
fine
don't
with
know.
being
We're gonna
Statler.
check out some of this Gears tactics. We'll see if Mike shows up. He can make fun of how bad I am at this game. This game there's a lot going on in this game.
You're already in chapter 4.
I'm already in chapter 4.
Survivors.
Waldorf
Seems like
is
a
the
bad
one
time
with
for there
the
to
with
be
the mustache, by the way. If you're
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, this is like mid-mission that I failed last night.
Oh, nice.
Actually, let's see. Let's go back to the start of the mission, maybe. I would like to go back actually to the menu before you start the mission, so I could show off some of that stuff. But
just finish the mission, and you can show the menu
true.
after you.
anyways, so the basic setup for this is that hey, you remember Gears of War?
I
Yep.
do
It's a
remember Gears of War.
third-person shooter where you hide behind stuff. Somebody
Yep.
said,
Yeah.
"Hey, that sounds like a good idea for a tactics
You know what?
game."
You know what tactics games need? Chest
Chest
high
high
walls.
walls.
Right, they already have that. Have you played an
I
XCOM?
was gonna say XCOM
Yeah.
has
I
a lot
have,
of
yeah.
high walls, so it really
I
does
have.
feel like a natural dovetailing
You-
of things.
you know what?
here.
Hand,
what?
meat, glove.
Tactics games needs Marcus Phoenix.
No Marcus Phoenix, as far as I
I
can
was gonna
tell.
say, I thought
So-
there
You know
was
what
no
they
Marcus.
still need?
It's Marcus,
Marcus
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Marcus
Yeah.
Phoenix.
They need chainsaw bayonets. That's what
Chainsaw
they need.
bayonets.
With
There
the
you
way
go.
that Gears, or with the way XCOM works, you could maybe make a whole team of Marcus Phoenixes.
The important thing
possible.
here is, are there chainsaw duels?
I don't know if there's
Oh,
chainsaw duels, but you can chainsaw people.
Okay.
Are there chainsaw duels?
Um,
Never mind that now. The important part is that you asked how the gears are going to get down to the shore.
What kind of tactics do I got?
so
It
the,
does look like the gears are down on the shore in this.
It does look like
so-
they're down on the shore.
Yeah. It's either that or it's the initial battle or the main battle in Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So if this game is just you killing Tom Cruise over and over and over again, I will buy the shit.
And Emily Blunt,
Yeah.
Blunt and Tom Cruise get
Right.
killed over and over and over again.
But the best part of that is hearing Tom Cruise yelp as he gets killed.
I wish
Yes.
there
He
was
gets
an
run
Emily
over
Blunt
into someone.
in
Uh,
Gears of War. She'd be great.
yeah.
She would be great.
She would be great. I also, speaking of dying and repeating, I finished Russian Doll.
Did you?
Yes.
Had you not seen it before?
No, we had not. This whole like no baseball, no hockey thing is letting us catch up on a lot of TV that
Okay.
we missed.
Did you enjoy it? We thought it was quite
Yes.
delightful.
We liked it, and now we're more excited for that. The woman who was the showrunner and writer on Russian Doll is getting a Star Wars series on Disney
She
Plus
is.
apparently, and that
Yeah, yeah.
sounds it could be pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm down for that.
And Taika Waititi is making a Star Wars.
He
We just
is.
found out.
Great.
I'm also down for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
can't be worse than the last movie they put out.
I don't know.
I mean,
There's
there were
there's
three other
already
movies that
3
were
other movies that are
worse
worse than that
the
one.
last
So
movie that came
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Um.
But Taika Waititi couldn't make a movie that's worse than that.
God.
I would.
See,
presume
I
not.
had a 76% chance of hitting that locust, and I missed. So
And in the XCOM game, that means 0.
right. So it's been a while since I played XCOM. That's kind of why I was hoping Mike would kind of come hang out so he could,
Yeah.
because I played a bunch of XCOM 2 a couple years ago, but
Yep.
I don't remember it all.
So you've got your little dudes here. They've got 3 bars. Is that their actions or is that something else?
That's your HP, the little
Okay.
bars below your thing. So the little X3 next to the dot, that's your action points. And so as you can see, like
Okay.
a movement of a certain range is one
Yeah.
action point, and then another range is 2, and then there's up to 3.
Okay.
You can move your guys, like, you don't have to do everybody's turn all at the same time, which I think is different than XCOM.
That is different.
Because
Yeah.
in XCOM, like, you pick one person and then you do all of their stuff.
Yep.
And in this
Right.
game, you can, like, move one of your guys and put him in Overwatch, or you can move a guy and have another guy shoot, or whatever. There's, like, you can combine things.
Yeah.
Because
If you can mix and match them, that's very different.
it seems like the big thing in this game is that you can kind of like shuffle action points around and gain more of them by performing certain actions or by doing things that are within your, like, each. So far there's been 4 classes, and each class has this great big skill tree with like 4 different like branches that you can go down, and most of those
My
a lot
God.
of those branches concern, yeah, wait till I get to the menu, there's all kinds of shit, but a lot of those branches concern with shuffling AP points around or gaining bonus AP points that you can
Yeah.
give to other units. And so, like, sometimes you'll be able to do like 5 or 6 actions. So you can like move and reload and then shoot 4 times, or have 4 shots of
Wow.
Overwatch, or throw a grenade, and like
Oh.
there's like a ton of flexibility in this. But that also
made
means
this?
that it's made by the Splash Damage and
Okay.
the Coalition, which is the Gears thing.
Right.
But Splash
yeah. I mean,
Damage
the coalition
is,
or the Okay.
they
Coalition
made,
or the Gears.
yes, yeah,
Sort of overseers.
yes, they are the Gears of War people, since we moved on from Epic, who's now
Yeah.
the Fortnite people. There's a whole generation of people who probably don't know that this franchise, like this whatever, this franchise that sold like 20 million copies was an Epic thing. Like, that was
Right.
what Epic was known for
Was
a
an
long
epic
time.
mega game.
Or hey, Unreal Tournament, remember those games?
Yes, I do.
Anyways, but it's also like, what'd I say? Oh, Splash Damage. Like they were like a Quake mod team that then got to make that game Brink that nobody remembers.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun because it had some kind of weird like parkour thing that you could do. The game's actually kind of dope, but yeah. So that's kind of, but that's like the big thing is that because they give you so many different ways to gain AP, they will send a shitload of enemies at you all at the same time. Like, I've had groups, even in just the 3rd mission that I just finished, like, there'll be a group of like 2 grenadiers and 3 of the regular drones, and then like 8 little I forget what they're called, but the little runny guys that try and hit you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the little guys?
Yeah, the little guys.
The tickers or
No, not the tickers. The ones that are like tickers, but they, instead of exploding, they just run up and punch you a bunch.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I can't remember
yeah.
what they're called.
The
Yeah.
Punchmans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like one of the, like,
Beat
One-
punch
one-
beef.
One
Yeah.
punch alien.
they're like one of the basic enemy units in Gears. Like in the very first
Right.
game, that's like the second thing you run into.
Everything I know about Gears is that you know a lot about Gears. So if you don't know the name of it,
No,
boy.
you got nothing.
Yeah,
Alex
yeah.
has got nothing.
Alex has got a valid point.
Also, it's possible to do friendly fire stuff in this game,
Oh.
which is pretty wild. Especially, you just basically have to be careful about your positioning in Overwatch. It's pretty. I have not really bumped into it, but I've heard that it's a possibility. See what I mean about all the guys?
Wow. That's
Yeah, that's a lot of.
That's also a lot,
lot
of
of
fire that they
dudes.
threw down range without actually doing anything.
I think they downed one of my guys, didn't they? Oh no, he's just like halfway down. But see, then I can click on
Oh,
him,
yeah.
and I can pick grenade, and like
Grenade.
I can,
Oh yeah, they're all standing right by each other.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that. So.
Hey, this is a bad plan. Here, let me show why.
So then, because he did that thing, I got an extra action point, I guess. Like I said, I don't have a real clear picture about how necessary.
No Marcus
all this
Phoenix,
stuff
but there is a
works.
Coltrane.
No, there is a Coltrane, but he's only DLC. But apparently, you get it automatically in the.
Pre-order
the story
version
mode
Game
or
Pass.
something.
No, in the Game Pass version.
Game
Oh, interesting.
Otherwise, you would have had to have.
It's interesting the way that they demonstrate what your potential damage is by showing the bars moving down as you're moving that around.
Oh yeah, like
That's
the
actually
closer to
kinda
the
useful.
epicenter it is, the more
Yeah,
damage you do. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Right.
I think this game does one of the things this game does really
So there's
really
a
well.
shitload of data they're trying to tell you.
Yes, and like they serve that all up front. Like they give you what your percent chance to hit is, what your percent chance to crit is, how much damage. Like there's a sliding scale of damage based on how much cover everybody's under, and then they kind of
Yeah.
surface all those numbers. It's like you always know like what the odds are going into any particular fight. So what have I got left here? I got those two guys are down. I got that guy's up, that guy's up, that guy's low.
My least favorite neighbor sent me a package. That's cool. I hope this pig moves the fuck out. I fucking hate this guy.
Why does he like?
Because he
Not
sucks.
cut his lawn, not trim his trees.
Yeah.
You know why? Is because
Does
he
he hoard
wears
the turnips.
he wears like Revolutionary War like British soldier outfit, and he's got like a shitty mustache, and he's just like at a shitty haircut, and he sucks, and I fucking hate him. I hope this. And he's a pig, and his name's Chops.
For those
Yep.
that aren't aware, that Alex
It's
It's
talking
talking
about
about
real,
real-
it's
real
talking about
life
Animal-
and not a
Animal
video
Crossing.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't get it. But you know. that's
He
fine.
sucks. That's all. Like all my other neighbors are cool. When I talk to him, I'm like, ah, cool. And then when I talk to this dude, I'm like, fuck, man.
Don't
Why
talk
don't
to
you
him.
move out? And
I
then
mean-
after you get done talking with him, one of the neighbors that you like comes up and be like, "I'm thinking about leaving." You're like, "God
Yeah,
damn it.
exactly. I just
Why
let
is
one
it
of my
that
other
guy?
ones who was
Why
like
convince
so
that guy to leave?"
leave, and like now I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna get? Like,
Well, you can control that.
I know, but yeah.
Some.
But you can control which neighbors.
man.
I thought that was supposedly part of the charm is that like people just kind of come in, or animals just kind of come and go.
So you can, but you can also visit randomized islands, and those islands will have people on them, and you can meet them and chat
Yeah.
with them.
People or
and-
animals? I thought you were the only people on your island.
Animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you the only people on your
I'm
island?
trying to grok this while I'm talking, so.
Yeah.
Check this out. With the pistol, you have this disabling shot, which can knock people out of Overwatch.
Sure,
It's pretty nice.
that's
That
nice.
sounds good. Does it have to hit, or is it?
It has to hit, yes.
Just
It's-
deletes their Blizzard account.
Although-
Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-da.
Oh boy.
And then,
We'll
and
be
then
here
they
all
have to
week,
go
son.
meet a Russian hacker to buy it back.
Oh, Leaf's here. I'm gonna buy some bushes. You guys want some bushes?
Baked
No, I'm
beans.
good. I talked to Leaf yesterday. So
Check
I'm
this
fine.
out. Coltrane's got a Retro Lancer, so one of your moves is just to do the charge and get an
Nice.
auto kill.
Nice. See, I told you, Kurt. Tactics teams need a chainsaw.
They do need a chainsaw. You're right.
My one guy here
already-
does have a chainsaw, like a regular Lancer.
Oh shit! I got a bidet. Fuck.
I got a
What the
bidet
fuck
early
does an
on,
Animal
so-
Crossing person even need a bidet for? Do they ever
I'm a
use
human. I
the-
need it.
Yeah.
I know you're a human. I'm talking about your
Dude,
Animal
are you-
Crossing avatar.
My Animal Crossing avatar shits.
Do they make grenades out of
You
it?
really don't know anything about Animal Crossing. Jesus, man.
I have a whole bathroom room.
I
that
also
I've
have
set
a
up.
bathroom. Yeah.
I've got a nice tub and a bidet, and I just got a shower set the other day.
I just got a shower set right now. I have like an
Nice.
actual
Oh
bathroom
shit!
now.
That wasn't. I forgot
Nice.
to switch to my shotgun. Crap.
That seems like a bad plan for that dude to be back there behind
Yeah.
all those other dudes.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking that.
It's
Well,
You
these
didn't
guys
know
are
about
all
like
these
strategy,
guys are
huh?
all down. And so what I was gonna do is run my shotgun person up, but I ran her up and used her pistol instead of her
and just
shotgun.
shot. Oh, nice.
Whoops.
So instead of knocking,
I think
them
I've identified
down-
why you might be having a problem in this game.
Yeah. So you have to remember to. I need to turn off.
You have to remember to play correctly.
Well, you have to remember to switch weapons back. There's probably a
Yeah.
setting to make it so it doesn't remember that, because I really would rather have it use my default weapon most of the time.
Sure. Right.
Also, I like that it shows when you're moving. It shows you what your sight lines are.
Yeah, that's nice.
So
That's pretty
it's
good.
kind of
I
nice
was
to know
noticing
if you have
that,
a shot or not.
Yeah. There's nothing worse in XCOM than sort of working your way over and being like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This is the wrong angle. God damn it. Like, I can see that, but not in the way that I want to.
Yes.
Let's say hunkered lost.
Yeah, there's a thing that you can do, which is hunkered, which gives you like a 40% evasion bonus or something.
Right.
But then you can't overwatch or take other
Your
actions.
bayonet is unraged.
What's
If
that?
that lasts for more than 4 hours.
Uh-huh.
Contact a medical
Yeah.
professional.
Exactly. Contact
Yep.
Alex.
Bayonet priapism.
Don't
Yeah,
contact me about that.
Hey, Alex.
Does your Animal Crossing person also get a boner, Alex? Like, I'm just curious.
No, that is strictly forbidden.
Okay.
execute?
I'm
That's
not
all
okay
saying.
with like Animal Crossing and porn like crossing streams or sex
Well,
really.
I'm pretty sure Rule 42.
I was gonna say, have I introduced you to the internet?
I'm sure it exists. I'm just like I don't want to know about it at all. This is like a pure like joy like happy world. Like
Well,
there's
then
no.
why is there shitting? Why is there shitting, Alex? Why do you need a bidet?
Hey, look,
Shitting
man.
feels good.
Everybody's
What do you
into
mean?
something different. All right.
Don't be kink shaming, man.
I'm
Alex is
interested
the
in
one who
crossing the
says no
streams.
sex in the Animal Crossing room. Okay, that's
Hey, it's Mike.
it is Mike.
Hi,
It is Mike.
Mike,
how you doing?
Eric
you
was
came in
hoping
at the
you'd be here,
wrong
Mike.
time.
I was.
Oh
Because
no.
there's a lot of stuff about
Oh,
XCOM I don't really remember all that well. Let's see here.
Throw a grenade at him, or is that? Are you too far away?
I think I may be too far away.
Since you have infinite grenades, apparently.
Well, it's on a really long. It's like on a 8-turn cooldown or something.
Okay.
So let's see here. We'll put her.
That's a nice blue cube you guys have got.
Yeah, it's. I actually really like the way that the terrain becomes transparent to show you things.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the. I think there's a lot of really smart stuff in this game.
So remind me, what else has splash damage done?
They did a lot of mods. They did Brink. I think they did the multiplayer for some of the Bethesda game, like maybe one or two of the Wolfenstein games. I don't know about the most recent ones, but like, other than that, I think they've just done a lot of contracting work recently. I don't think that they've done like a big project. since,
Ahem, if I may.
Oh,
Return to
please.
Castle Wolfenstein multiplayer, Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, Doom 3 Enemy Territory, Quake Wars, Brink, Rad Soldiers, Batman Arkham Origins multiplayer,
Mhm.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Gears of War 4 multiplayer, Gears 5 multiplayer, Halo the Master Chief Collection, Gears Tactics.
All multiplayer.
So this is
all the
their
time.
first tactics
Yeah.
foray.
Yeah.
Huh.
Pretty
I mean,
much they've been doing multiplayer stuff forever.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
it
I
sounds
that's
mean,
like
what
hell,
they do.
Enemy Territory was cool though. I played that back in the day.
Yeah, that's like the thing that got them kind of on the map. I think.
right. I was to say that or Quake Wars, I guess, right?
But Quake Wars was they got because of that.
because of enemy
so.
territory, right? Okay.
I don't know what to do with this room in my house. Fuck.
Put a toilet and a bidet in it. Because
That's in the
Animal
bathroom.
Crossing people shit. So,
That is established. Yes, they do.
and they don't even make grenades out of it, which is
Yeah, it does seem like a missed opportunity now that
yeah,
you say that.
I mean, yeah, right.
That's how you get that pig to move out.
Shit in his house.
No,
Yeah,
make shit
help.
grenades.
Pelt him
No.
with, feces grenades.
Can you get Norman Reedus to move you to your town?
What kind of animal would Norman Reedus be? Let's have a roundtable discussion. Joe, you start.
I don't know.
He would obviously be a sloth.
I mean,
I actually don't
Norman
want to
Reedus, the
talk
person.
about this at all.
You know.
that was the end of the bit, but I mean, I appreciate that you were willing to keep it going, but please don't.
I'm dedicated to the bit until you get annoyed, which has now been accomplished, so I can drop it.
Anyway, he's a wolf, but let's move on.
My wolf calls everybody airmail, which I think is the weirdest verbal affectation anywhere.
Airmail?
It refers to
Airmail.
them as
That's like his
airmail?
little. That's his little tag.
The only one who's given me oh, that's his little tag. It's not like
Yeah.
his nickname for you.
Not his nickname. Yeah, that's his
Oh,
little
okay.
like verbal tick that he has.
Most of mine make sense. Like the mouse says squeaky. The only one that was weird was the monkey who just left would say Zook. But
One of my
That mouse saying
bears is
squeaky would be like a
Roof.
person being like, "I'm talking here" every time they said something.
yeah,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
but that makes sense in the world of Animal Crossing.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I thought I moved one. Oh god.
Nothing makes sense. in
They
the
start
world of
doing that in
Animal
real
Crossing,
life then?
Alex.
I'm talking here.
If you live in New York, you do.
I made a big mistake.
Oh no.
I ran up
That
and
guy shouldn't be in the middle of the red circle. Is that
no,
correct?
that's. I thought I had one more AP, so I was gonna plant the grenade and then run away, but I ran out of AP, so I just planted. The
I mean, the grenade is there now. He's just holding it.
Yeah, the grenade is there.
He's just holding it. That's the only problem.
It's
Can
not-
you transfer him an AP through some shenanigans that
I
you were talking
don't
about?
think I have any of those skills.
Well, then you.
How
fucked
big of
up.
a problem is this for?
It's not. It's pretty. It's probably
Is he
not
one of the guys who
good.
has to survive this round for it to?
I think any hero units have to survive.
Then
So-
he's not one of
He's
those.
expendable. Who cares?
No, he is
Yeah,
one of
fuck
the hero
him.
units.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it says Gabe, Sid, and Cole must survive in
Yeah.
the upper left. So
That's Sid.
he's one of those. That's Sid. Okay. Well, then you're fucking
Hey.
hosed.
Yeah, you're
We're
bummed.
getting to
He
hop
might,
on his airship.
he might
and
just
get out of
go.
there.
He might
Can
just
you
go
get-
down. I don't know.
Can you get one of your randos to jump on the grenade?
I kind of pushed him away when the emergence hole came out, so maybe he won't take the full damage. See, this
Shut
is
your
a pretty
evil.
good plan. I did a lot of damage to those guys.
As it
So
turns out,
now
it was
he's
a
out
great
there.
plan.
Now he's out there in the open as their turn starts. so
Yeah, that's not good.
The guy's gonna jam a chainsaw up his ass.
That's not good.
Yeah, well,
That's all right. I think that this game has like mid-mission checkpoints, so
this is this is
I hope
bad.
so,
It's not
'cause
That's
good.
really
yeah.
not the animation.
he
you
could
want to
survive
see at
that.
this
You don't know.
No, that's
Yeah.
definitely.
Jesus, that's like it's almost more gross to see it in a tactical view.
It is kind of, yeah.
Is it? Is it?
That's a little bit, yeah. I think it is.
Something
Like I
about
said-
the stopping and lingering on it when everything else is
Yeah, usually it's kind
I
of like an
mean,
in
The actual games, kind
in-
they don't.
like a thing that you're doing in the game. Oh man, I have to start the whole mission over.
Yep.
Crap.
Do you want to buy a washing machine?
No.
I mean, probably.
I guess so.
Do you have a washing machine?
No.
Well, washing machines are good.
I mean,
and
you'd
you
hate
should
to have your Animal Crossing avatar go to the fucking laundromat all the time, right? So I mean, you know.
Yeah. It's just like I could buy like a ramp with that, but whatever. I have like $3 million. It's fine.
a ramp that you could do sick bike tricks off of.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do a kickflip.
If I wanted to, I just don't want to.
Can you play Skate XL, which apparently is
I don't know what that
a
is.
thing? It's they're remaking Skate, I guess.
Are they?
Cool. Is it gonna? If the physics are good, then don't even talk to me.
I think the rumor was that they are making a mobile version of Skate 3.
I feel like that might
Okay.
have been the rumor, but then I thought they actually said like they're doing.
Skate 3 was a fun time, not because it's good.
Yeah, Skate 3 is
And-
the one that they're remaking, I think. Or
In
maybe
fact,
maybe
because
not.
it wasn't good.
That was the one with all the crazy physics glitches, right?
Yeah.
So here's a story from GameSpot from 2 days ago, which is Skater reveals EA is working on with Skate and he's not happy with it.
I'm so
Oh
glad.
yeah, look, no big deal. No one wants your stupid mobile version of Skate 3. Pro Skater says he told EA.
So there's all these
No big deal. You suck.
there's these boxes.
Your ID
laying
is
around.
bad.
It's not wrong. Like, I don't want that. I like that game and I don't want that.
Jason Dill, pro skater, said, I got a call from EA people about 10 months ago. This woman emailed me and she said basically, hey Jason, we want to do a mobile version of Skate 3. And I wrote back and I said, what else? She wrote back, no, that's it. So I wrote back, look, no big deal. No one wants the stupid mobile version of Skate 3. Make Skate fucking 4 again. Just do it. Just make the game and just participate again. Dill went on to say that the EA rep again expressed the company isn't planning Skate 4. He bowed out of participation. He said he's also going to encourage fellow pro skater Atiba Jefferson to refuse as well. I think the skate team at EA has done themselves a big disservice by not actually trying, he said. I don't want to be on some fucking mobile gaming system. Dill also
Harsh.
mentioned in passing that Tony Hawk is putting out another game, though it's unclear if this comment was based on first-hand knowledge.
That's been grumbled about for a little while now, isn't it? That Tony Hawk's up to something.
Yeah, allegedly. Except the last Tony Hawk game was hot shit fucking garbage, so, like,
Well, maybe he learned to code since then.
maybe.
Oh wow, I like you can see the health bars all going up and down depending on where you drop the grenade.
Yes.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I
It's
was
really
like, ooh,
good.
this is nice.
This game,
I would-
the thing that this game does best is that it just surfaces like all the information that you could possibly ever need to make your most informed decisions.
So now I haven't played this particular game, but it looks like you just wounded a whole bunch of them without killing any.
Yes.
Normally I would kind of take the other approach, but is the
Well, so because I have more guys with grenades, so what I'm gonna do is
Whoa.
I'm gonna throw another grenade.
the old double nade.
Yeah.
The old 1-2 buckle my shoe.
Take those two guys out. And then we'll shoot this guy. And he'll say no, because he's a locust, and that's what they say. I don't.
Mhm.
Somebody wanted to see
Nice.
chainsaw, right?
Yeah, I'm still
Alright.
waiting on the chainsaw.
Alright, let's
What
do
the
it.
Fuck?
So this guy is like a paladin or something, and so when he chainsaws dudes, it heals the whole team.
Oh yeah, he looks like a paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got white in his hair,
Chainsaw.
so clearly he's a paladin.
Also, when you chainsaw guys or execute guys, you get AP back.
Isn't that how they justified or explained it in Final Fantasy IV? That Cecil takes off his helmet, now he's blonde, so he must be a paladin.
No, you got it all wrong. He takes his helmet off and then becomes a paladin, and that makes him blonde.
They're right, yeah.
Yeah, you get
Isn't that what I
frosted
said?
tips
What did I
and
say?
turn good.
You said that he took his helmet off and was blonde, so that's why he was a paladin. No. The blonde is a side effect of being a
Oh,
paladin.
being a paladin.
Yeah. Order of operations, dude. It matters.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Do all the multiplication first. No, sorry, do what's in the parentheses first, then do the multiplication.
Sid, dude, come on. You should have nailed that guy.
I know he's down.
What was that?
My goat just told me that Anthony came here and sold a bunch of turnips, which is true. And then she said that she bought some, but she ate them.
Well, it's nice that your goat's not lying to you, at least.
Yeah.
That's appreciative, I guess.
You can't trust your goat.
Who can you trust?
Who can you trust? Yeah, exactly.
Not that fucking pig.
Yeah, apparently not that pig.
No, not that fucking piece of shit pig. That guy needs to fucking die. I fucking hate that guy.
Can you kill him? Oh wait, I forgot. Animal Crossing isn't a real video game.
Don't miss, don't miss. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, it's not. It's fun. Every other game I play, oh, the hot dog suit's on sale. Does anybody need the hot dog suit? Every other game I play is like some stupid try-hard shit. So it's like, you know, every once in a while it's like, hey, Squirrel, what's up, man? He's like, I don't know, dude. I love manicotti, you know?
And you're like, yeah, you do.
It's like, yeah, I guess you do.
That's deep.
Yeah, man. Because, like, the squirrel represents, like, the downtrodden man, and the manicotti man represents...
Ooh, a welding
know.
mask, huh?
What does the welding mask represent? Fuck.
It just goes on my head. Well, I don't know. What does the hot dog hood represent?
You know, I'm annoyed. I have the surgeon's mask,
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
But you're not a
but
surgeon?
I can't wear that and a pilot's helmet at the same time.
You can't wear it with a beard either, which I know
Yeah.
makes sense because you wouldn't see all of it. But like,
Right.
I still want to do it.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if it's an N95, you'd have to shave your beard. So
That's why I don't use N95s. Oh.
Ooh, sexy.
Was that about not using an N95 or something else?
I assumed it was about Alex and not using an N95, but...
did that just say hunkered lost?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I also asked that question.
I-
Wait, did I see? Did I
understand.
read that right?
I get it, but that's a really funny sentence.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
He was hunkered and he's not anymore. What's so hard to understand?
We are
It's pretty
hunkered
straightforward here.
lost. Does this game give you a target preview as to whether you'll be flanking an enemy?
Well, I think it's mostly reflected in your hit chances and whatnots.
Does it? Oh, I didn't check. Does it let you know if your hit chance is gonna be really good when you move to a spot?
I don't think so.
That's one of those things.
Do all
Obviously I played a
classes have
whole lot of
whatnots?
XCOM, and I eventually got to the point where I just always turned on the target indicator that'll let you know when you go somewhere whether you're going to be flanking an enemy or not. Because I got really tired of it looking like I should be flanking someone.
Yep. Right.
And then you
And
go
then getting
somewhere and
there
you're
and
like,
God
oh, you
damn
can't
it.
see him at all. It's like,
Yeah.
But
ah,
in
okay.
answer to your question, Kurt, only Muppet class soldiers can be whatnots.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other kinds can be Whoozits.
Hmm.
Seuss class can be Whoozits, but
That's right. And
yeah.
or Sneeches.
it's true. Is there a star ability versus no stars on Mars mode in this game?
Just wait until you know what? How come there's not a tactics game based on the Butter Battle book? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
The Butter Battle book. You didn't read
Oh.
that as a kid? The
Nope.
Dr. Seuss
Yeah,
book?
dude.
You can
sure.
whip out your Flumdinger and
It's
But,
about
yeah.
it's about a war between.
I'm pretty sure you can get
people-
arrested for that, Kurt.
Like
Yeah.
two
that's what I was waiting for.
two countries, one of which is butter side up on their bread, and one of which
Yep.
is butter side down. And
Yep.
it's a Dr. Seuss book about the absurdity of war.
Butter side down, dude. What the fuck? That's illegal. What do you mean?
But yeah, I mean it is.
Don't be oppressing people, man.
Well, don't be putting butter on the bottom of your bread and then fucking turn it upside down. What do you mean? That doesn't make any fucking
What do you mean
sense.
turning it upside down? They don't turn it upside down. They just butter the
They
bottom.
butter it. They butter the down.
Hold
But
it
then if
above
you
your
put it
head.
down on the plate. It's on the bottom. It's gonna be fucking.
This is
Or
why.
they turn it up so that
This
they
is why
turn it
we're
up.
locked in a cycle of eternal war.
Maybe I just don't understand. I've never heard
I
of that.
appreciate
I'm
Alex
like-
being an object lesson for why Dr. Seuss wrote this book.
It's about the Ukes and the Zooks.
Is that what they
Oh,
are?
yeah?
I couldn't remember what
Yes.
their name was.
It sounds vaguely offensive, but I like it.
It's like
That's a really good way
it
to like.
seems like it should be racist,
Yeah, exactly.
but I can't quite identify it.
The Ukes eat their bread butter side up, but the Zooks eat their bread buttered side down.
I
The
don't know.
conflict between the two sides leads to an escalating arms race, which results in the threat of mutual assured destruction.
Yep.
Top of the evening to you. I'm just
Oh,
out
the
enjoying
places
the
you
cool
will go
breeze.
to be annihilated.
I actually do like this quote from that asshole pig, which is, "I'm just out enjoying the cool breezes of Fartland." But that's because of what I.
Yeah,
that's like
that's
because
right.
of what I named the town.
I
Not
feel
right.
there are fewer cool breezes and probably more hot winds in Fartland than
Yeah.
anything else.
Mhm.
So this book's an analogy for the Cold War.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Like, how have you guys never read the Butter Battle book?
I
It's like
have.
one of the-
Dr. Seuss has wrote like 78 books.
yeah, but
Unreadable.
only one of them is about nuclear war by way of which side you butter your bread on.
Weirdly enough, that's not the one that got picked for my home library, I guess.
Hop on Pop, on the other hand.
The really weird thing for me as a parent was finding out that one of Dr. Seuss's most famous and well-known books came out after I was too old for it.
Which one?
Oh, the Places You'll Go.
I
Yeah.
literally just said that. Made the joke
Yeah.
about that movie. Yeah.
I mean,
About that book.
what year did that come out?
1990.
I was gonna say I definitely remember reading it. I guess I feel like 7 is maybe a little old for Dr. Seuss, but I definitely remember reading that book.
It
7
actually,
isn't, but 10 kind of is.
it was for a while after it came out. It was a go-to graduation present.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, it was. I have a book full of Nazi and like World War II era Dr. Seuss political cartoons that my old roommate gave
Nice.
me. That's
Listen, some of those are pretty
Nice.
yeah, some of them are very
good. Some
good.
of them are alarmingly still pertinent
Applicable.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my old man hamster that I like J-pop.
Doesn't he already know?
He's about no. Hold up, did I hear you right? J-pop? That's right. J-pop, huh? So that's what you like. I should give it a listen sometime.
Now you're just telling us about something that happened at work earlier.
Well, so yeah, right. And so now anytime I talk to the hamster, he's gonna be like, "Hey, man, I love J-pop."
Alex,
Oh,
were you
man,
the
that
one?
guy downed me in one hit.
Oh,
Shit.
Jesus.
that
Alex,
one
were you
went.
the one who tweeted a thing about like we're gonna have sex, one consenting adult and one consenting adult,
Oh,
but guess
yeah,
who's
yeah.
not consenting? K-pop fans
K-pop
on
Twitter. Yeah, that was
And it
me.
was funny for the absurdity of it, but I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe.
So
or
K-pop. So you don't know about K-pop Twitter. So K-pop Twitter is
I try not to.
if you go to like pretty much any big tweet, like anything, like any tweet that has like over 30,000 retweets or whatever, right? Just like one of the, for some reason, I don't understand it fully. People will just reply to it with like K-pop videos, like for no reason, and like people will just do that, and
Just like the
it's
full
like,
song? Not like a
like
reaction GIF. It'll be like the video for the song.
it'll be like a minute or two or something, or the full song sometimes, but like, and it happens like all the time. Like it's not to like in gamer Twitter usually. It's usually on like normal Twitter, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
It doesn't really.
You
There is a
saying that
thing
makes
as
sense,
normal
but it
Twitter.
happening does not make sense.
yeah, Kurt gets it. So
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna explain it to you anymore, Joe. You gotta just figure it out.
Like I would get it if it was like a 5-second reaction GIF, but I find
Yeah.
it weird.
But I
if
still
it's
don't get
like a minute
why-
long clip of a music video.
I don't know why either,
Well,
dude.
no,
It just like people just
No,
show
no.
up and
No.
what?
No,
I mean,
don't
it used
get
to be
why...
the case that people would do this kind of bullshit on like people's blogs.
Well, sure,
Right?
right.
Someone would post some blog, and a couple of rando chuckleheads would show up and like have a conversation that had nothing to fucking do with anything, that the blog was about or any of that stuff. It was just them just doing shit.
Right, but so is the joke that since they just turn up randomly, like you can't bone down until you have the permission of K-pop Twitter? That's the
It
part
just
of the joke that I'm not
the
getting.
joke is like K-pop Twitter shows. It's like nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Like
Okay.
yeah.
I thought there was like I thought that K-pop Twitter was like notoriously prudish or something.
No, you're thinking too hard.
Okay.
In general, if you're thinking about something that I said or am doing, don't like thinking less is more.
That's
You know what I
probably
mean?
the
Like
right
yeah.
thing to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I go to.
I assumed that like there were like thirsty people on K-pop Twitter and then people who shame people for making like thirsty tweets on K-pop Twitter or something.
Yeah, like I said,
But
you're
apparently I'm
thinking hard
overthinking
about it.
this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did get the joke. It was funny. I just thought that there was maybe a funnier
The-
second layer that I wasn't getting. But no,
Nope.
it was just
Nope.
the surface level. Okay. All right. Cool.
It's like I said, it's nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, right,
That's it.
right.
Oh, I should make a noodle stand. Oh fuck! I just figured it out. I'm gonna make a noodle stand and a wrestling ring in like the upper part of the island. That's what I'm gonna
Well,
do.
fuck, can you have wrestling matches?
I mean, no, but
Can you
like,
book the pig in like a 10,000 light tube death match? Because then you'd get rid of him.
I don't know what a 10,000 light tube match is, but I
I
like the
mean-
sound of it.
It's what does what it says on the tin, dude.
I just don't know what you mean by light tube. Are they
Like
beating each
fluorescent
other
light
with
tube.
tubes?
Fluorescent lights.
So they are. They're
Fluorescent
beating-
bulbs.
Are they beating them with it, or there's
No,
that
they
many
usually
that
make
we
like
had?
little log cabins out of them, usually like in the ring, and then people get like
something
power
to
bombed
pratfall
into them.
into. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like it would like kill people.
The fluorescent
I guess
tube
it's
glass is
safety glass,
actually
huh?
super like it's super brittle, so it like breaks more than it stabs.
Oh, okay. I don't know shit about glass.
That didn't
like,
seem very
evidently.
neighborly. Punching that
Here we
dude's
go,
head
here's
into
a-
oblivion.
This is do you think this is Animal Crossing? This is Gears, dude. You're not supposed to be neighborly to these guys.
Okay. Well,
Here you go, Alex. I'll
Maybe
drop
that's
a little
why-
something in the
something
Yeah.
something shitloads. I don't know.
chat. So in this particular match, they strapped 200 light tubes to the ring ropes. So anytime someone hit the ropes,
Oh god.
then
Very graphic
There was
content.
a bunch of
18
pops.
plus.
And,
yeah, they also make a really satisfying pop sound, which helps put over the like ridiculousness of the whole thing.
I'm sure that's fake blood, but I don't like this.
It's not. It's
Oh, I
definitely
really
not.
I really don't like that then.
Sorry.
No, that's alright.
There's
Okay, so
there-
they do get stabbed a bunch. Okay, because that's
Yeah.
what that was my initial thing. Was like, oh, they're just gonna be fucking.
well, not stab. They don't like break the tubes and then usually actually stab each other with the broken off tube. They just like roll around in the broken shards of glass, basically.
Yeah, that's not.
Mostly
Yeah.
what you're gonna see. Yeah, see, there's the little log cabin
my
outside
God,
the
more-
ring.
oh,
Little log
shit.
cabin of fluorescent tubes.
I might have to back off a hard mode. I don't know if I can.
So hard.
That's fucking brutal.
I mean, Alex, I could send you a link to the Circus Death Match if you wanna,
Yeah, it sounds great. Let me do that.
It's I could explain this to someone recently. It was actually germane to a conversation I was having with a different person. I guess it's kind of germane because book the pig in a circus death match, and he definitely will leave your island and never come back. The circus death match was a scaffold match, which, as you may know, is a wrestling match in which two guys fight on a scaffold, and the first one to knock the other guy off wins.
I kind of figured that out when you said scaffold match.
This is
Yep.
looking real bad for the
So-
the cogs.
So the circus death match was a scaffold match, except then they constructed a quote safety net, as one sees under the trapeze at a circus, which was actually not a safety net at all. It was in fact a giant net of barbed wire stretched across all four ring posts. And the first person to knock their opponent into the net of barbed wire won the match.
The unsafety nets.
Yes, an unsafety net.
So, can I buy your weeds? Okay. Click.
I
Sorry, what were you talking about? I stopped
Sure,
listening
Leaf.
because it sounds terrible.
It is terrible. It's just extremely terrible.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's not the kind of wrestling I like.
I don't like that. I'm a wrestling fan, and I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you shared it with all of us.
Mhm. Yep.
Hey, do you guys want to feel bad? Check it out.
Well, you keep talking about how much you hate this pig, and then you're talking about building a wrestling ring on your island. So
I mean, I don't want to like brutally murder him. I just want
You
him to
said you
leave.
wanted him to die earlier.
Yeah, but
like
I mean,
3
like,
times.
He,
It's
he
not-
didn't want to have any agency in that.
It's not like real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to actually. It's like when you say like, "Oh, I want to kill my boss." It's like, no, you don't. You just like want him to like stop being a dick. Like, I don't want to kill Chops. I don't want to fucking dismember him and do whatever the fuck you were talking about with barbed
Don't you,
wire. No.
Okay. All right.
All right, fine. Be that way. I was just trying to be helpful.
There's no
I've just
way.
noticed. I was thinking about this the other day, yesterday, because they announced a new Mortal Kombat, like 11, like
RoboCop, baby.
Yeah, RoboCop's in it, and then like
Can
new
he jump?
story stuff.
RoboCop shouldn't be able to jump.
I mean, if he's in that game, he'll be able to jump. So
Can he
yeah.
jump in the arcade games?
No, he couldn't actually. And well, the first one he couldn't. I don't know about the later ones. but
I
I'm
feel
pretty
like
sure
I
the
had
first
one
he
for.
came
I
out,
definitely had
so.
one for Genesis, and he could
Yeah,
can
RoboCop
jump
versus
that.
Terminator, he can jump, and RoboCop 3, which is a bad.
I think I had RoboCop. Yeah, I had RoboCop 3. I didn't have versus Terminator. But anyway, but I was thinking about this recently, which was like I really liked MK11, but just playing it for long periods of time was just like emotionally draining because it was just like it wasn't just that it was violent, it was like the sound effects of the violence were like what was almost
A lot of
more
cold,
bothersome.
cold macaroni salad getting felt up by Foley artists and that.
Yeah,
game.
exactly. And lots of like it's like it's just gross. It's like, dude, like,
lot of axes hitting watermelons with microphones next to them.
yeah, it's just like a fucking disgusting thing, and it's like I'm trying to relax, and it's like the way I'm relaxing is watching somebody like get their brain cut in half and eaten. It's like this is not helping.
I mean,
Jesus.
I don't know.
I know, it's just a thing I've noticed that like as I've gotten older, I'm like less interested in like super graphic stuff.
I mean, I feel like Mortal Kombat. I always see. I haven't played much of Mortal Kombat 11, but every time new characters get put out, like GameSpot uploads like a supercut of all their fatalities. It's like
Yeah.
all the new fatalities in, and I always watch them all. And I don't know. It's pretty rare that I'm like, ugh, like that.
Well, they didn't. Well, that's exactly it. Is it's like it didn't bother me at first, and I was playing it a lot. But then after a while, I was like, this is just like I don't want to do this anymore.
Why
It's
don't
like
you could switch to
repetition.
Injustice, right? Because Injustice.
yeah, but that
doesn't
game
have any of
sucks. That's the difference.
that. Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's it. I don't know. The answer is I just stop playing it, and then I play other fighting games, and it's fine.
Right. Does the new Samurai Showdown have like the super bloody stuff that was in the earlier games, or is
Yeah,
that
but it's like
rare?
it's pretty rare that it shows up. But that's like cartoony enough that that doesn't bother me at all. Like, but yeah, there's some of that. Like, it's not as gory as the stuff that's in 5. That you have to do like under certain circumstances where you can like split people in half and stuff.
Right. Right.
But you can like stab people. Then like they have like the like 60s or 70s like Japanese samurai movie like fire hose
Geyser of
like
blood,
geyser of
yeah.
blood, and you can like have people like get cut in half. Like it's pretty benign. You just
That was my favorite in the first one, where if you landed a certain kind of hit, they would like freeze in their hit stop pose, and like just one single spurt of blood, like 3 times taller than them, would spray out
Yeah.
and would fall over and die. And I was getting more of a kick out of
Jesus
that, like cutting
Christ.
them in half or whatever.
yeah.
You remember Time Killers?
Yes, I do.
That was made by the same people who made Golden Tee Golf.
Oh my god, man.
It shows.
Yeah,
Very
right.
similar gameplay.
Yeah, right. Oh no, not the motor pool. I mean, the novelty of Time Killers, I guess, was that you could like, if you mashed like all 5 buttons, you could do like an instant decapitation, right?
Yeah.
That was
Something like that.
which I thought, like, the idea in a game like that of being able to do an instant kill at any time in the match if you land the right, like if you're willing to take the risk and like land it, is kind of cool. But
Yeah.
that game was not good.
I mean, that's like been a thing. I mean, this was before that, but that's a thing in Guilty Gear. That's still a thing in Sam's show. Like, it's not an instant kill, but it'll usually do like,
Does
8,
Guilty Gear have
16,
instant
10.
kills?
Yeah, of course.
Has it always?
Yeah, of course. Hit all 4
Really?
buttons, and then the bar starts counting down, and then you just do a super, I think, and then yeah, instant kill. But you gotta land it, obviously. You can
Right.
fucking what was it? The Fist of the North Star game that Arc System made in like
Yeah.
2005 is
Right.
great because everybody has an instant kill and you can combo into it. So it's like,
That's ridiculous.
no, dude, that game's like hilariously broken. It's every year. Obviously, it's been delayed this year because of COVID. But they do in Japan. There's like this one arcade that every year does the Hokuto no Ken Nationals, and then it's just like a big tournament where basically everybody just goes and they just get super drunk and order a bunch of chicken wings and then like drink beer and fucking just have a blast and play this stupid game that's super broken. And it's like, it's really funny to watch because people will just like, it's literally like people will just get hit once and then the other guy will just stand up and walk away because they're like, well, I died. So it's always a good time. That arcade, they also do the Cooperation Cup, which is the big Third Strike tournament they do every year too. That's also
Why is it called the Cooperation Cup?
because it's a team tournament and it's
Oh.
a team of 5 and everybody, it's like if you lose you're out, so it's like, you know, whoever wins that, so it's like, you know, whoever gets 5 wins first moves on. And then yeah, they usually do they'll do it over a weekend, and they'll do one day where it's all the teams are all the same character, and then they'll do it where it's like you can mix and match characters. So and of course the same character thing, it's always like Chun-Li, Ken, Yuri, like by the end of it. But in the early stages it's like 12. What the fuck? Where did they find 5 people who play 12? Like,
They didn't, I'm guessing.
no, they there's usually like one. The only team I don't think I've ever seen is Sean. I don't think I've ever seen a Sean team because he's like the worst character in that game. But
He's,
hey, shout out to
garbage
Third
tier.
Strike. That game's fun as hell, and really fun to watch. Anyway, hey, you know what fighting game sucks?
What's
Hmm.
up?
The new Guilty Gear, because I played the beta and I hated it, and that's all I have to say on that.
I feel like I've heard that people are not super stoked about it, but
Some people like it, but like most people are like not. It had the beta has like, there's a lot of I don't want to talk about this too long because one, you guys don't care, and two, what is it? There's a lot of people who've already said all this stuff, so it's like nothing new. But the beta, like the UI is a disaster, and they changed it, but they didn't really fix the core problems with it. And then the UI for like how lobbies work is like the single like most atrocious thing that has existed in like any fighting game. So it's just like, it's not a good look.
oh, I did hear people talking about that. Yeah.
Because it's okay. Imagine this, where you're trying to like play a multiplayer game where you match up with people and it's 1-on-1, right? So imagine if it was a 2D lobby where you're walking back and forth with like a little pixel guy, and everybody's just bunched up on top of each other trying to get a match, but like it doesn't know who you're trying to match up with, so it just tries to like put you in a match and can't, and then you're just standing there. Also, there's lag in the lobby, so like people are just teleporting all over the place. It's really bad.
Awful.
It's like the worst thing of it's really really bad. But then you get into the game itself, and it's like the game itself isn't fun. So it's like, dude, what? They just changed a bunch of shit, which like, I don't know. They said they're trying to make it more beginner friendly, but like a lot of the shit they did, I don't think does that or is interesting. And it's like, so what am I gonna do with this? Like, I don't know. I was like, it was funny because like a few days after it ended, I played the more recent Guilty Gear that came out with a friend, and I was like, oh yeah, this is fucking sick. Like, like I remember what this is like.
Oh.
Enjoying this game, but anyway, so yeah, shout outs to Guilty Gear for being
The good ones.
the good ones, yeah, which is all the ones except this one. But
Is it? I feel like people didn't like the 4-player one. That was.
oh, that doesn't count. That one doesn't even exist.
I mean, I saw it in a lot of arcades in Japan in 2004. It seemed like it.
Yeah, well, that's because it was new then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nobody liked that game either. That game, like I said, that game doesn't count. So I guess also
Bye, Mike.
there's a single player like tactics Guilty Gear game too. That game also doesn't count.
Like
but,
this game
yeah.
that Eric is playing right now, except with Guilty
It's
Gear.
it's like a third-person action game, but you can like it's like Dynasty Warriors, I guess, is maybe a better. It's like Dynasty Warriors, but slightly more on the like tactical side. But yeah, it's fucking that game also doesn't count. It doesn't exist.
Okay. This has been Fighting Game Corner with Alex.
Yeah. I can go into more detail if you want. Ask me anything. I don't know. What else is going on? That Trials of Mana thing came out. Did I talk about that?
Yes.
It's okay. Alright, well then, I guess I already talked about it.
Yeah, I feel like last week you mentioned that it was okay.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned it again.
Turns out it's okay.
Turns out.
Mhm.
I fought this guy in Monster Hunter, and I need a specific part, and I haven't gotten it, and I'm going insane. And my friend got 4 of them in one run, and I was like,
Can he give them? You can trade parts, can't you?
sure can.
He's just
There'd
not
be-
giving
there'd
you
be-
the part.
No, you can't. There'd be no game if you
can't.
could do that. And I'm just like going insane from it.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
like fun.
It's good.
I had fun with that game for a little while, and then I just like stopped playing and never picked it up again.
Excuse me. Yeah. Sounds right.
Mhm.
It's still really good.
If you say so.
I do. It's good.
Okay. All right. I feel like you've gutted this one out, Eric, and you're like in a maybe a decent position to actually.
Don't jinx them.
Yeah, sorry.
Man, those guys have so much health.
Do you have any poison? Because fire and poison will set each other off.
I picked hard when I started this game, and it's a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. So actually, by the way, listening to you guys play that game, which game is that for people?
Divinity?
Original Sin 2.
Divinity 2. Yeah, Divinity 2.
Correct.
Listening to you guys play that with Anthony, I was reminded of why I don't play that many multiplayer games with Anthony.
Yeah, fucking, we were doing. I was trying to give him something, and I was like, "Why does my inventory keep changing?" And I was like, "Anthony's pickpocketing me." I'm trying to help him, and he's stealing shit. I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" Like, it was funny too because I
Didn't
mentioned.
he go like start a fight somewhere? Like I feel like you guys, someone was like,
I mean,
"Don't
that's
do,
just
don't do
that is-
this."
That is pretty much his.
That's a
MO.
constant.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, "Don't do this," and then like 3 seconds later, Anthony was like, "So I just did this thing," and like I think Kurt was like, "I literally just told you not to do that."
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about
Don't
right.
go over there. You mean here? Yeah. Yeah, that.
We're making it work
We are.
for what it's worth, and it is a lot of fun despite Anthony.
It's a lot of fun because of Anthony. Let's be serious.
Both of those things are true.
So is anybody else? I think Mike probably is, but he took off. Is anybody else checking out the what's the? It's Castlevania, but not Bloodstained. The Bloodstained DLC that comes out.
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah.
I haven't played the-
Probably at some point, but I'm not making
I
it a
haven't played through
priority.
the basic game very much, so not yet. No,
Okay.
I'm trying.
I want to play
finish Final
that, and I
Fantasy
want to
VII.
play the Remnant DLC, but like, you know, it's too much shit, man.
Yeah, you've got a pig to try to get to move out of your. Have you considered building a giant spite fence around his house?
Yeah, but I mean, that's like, I got other shit going on. I don't want to do that. I don't want to give him any attention. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want him to think
Son
that
of a-
like he's that important.
Right. Right.
The pig is just not into you, man.
Good. I don't fucking hate him.
How is there more guys?
Oh shit! I was gonna say I just saw a thing that says they're coming.
Oh my
I was just like, wait a
God.
minute.
Holy shit.
And this is still the first act, right?
Yeah, this is the 4th mission.
Jeez. Boy, this
This reminds me of,
throws you in the
Fire
fucking
Emblem.
deep end, doesn't it?
It reminds me of Fire Emblem with the like, oh cool, I did it, and they're like reinforcements. You're like, fuck, man, and they all spawn around your dude who's like barely alive, and you're like, man,
Yeah, you're like, I thought I was getting to here, and so I like
I blew my
desperately
load
got it,
getting
shot
there.
the entire wad to get over the goal line, and then you're like, oh, by the way, that's
You're
not
a
the goal
quarter
line.
of the way there.
Yeah.
So funny you should mention that because I'm almost at the. I'm on the final boss of my nightmare difficulty playthrough of Resident Evil 3,
Okay.
which I am doing without any of the bonus
Of course,
items.
also a famous tactical JRPG. Yes,
Yes.
please
Yes.
continue.
What? How come he's not in cover? What?
So I am doing this with none of the bonus items, just to like, because there's no S plus rank in Resident Evil 3, which I thought was kind of lame. So I'm just sort of like, well, I'm at least gonna clear all the difficulties without using any of the like cheating infinite stuff. I'm just gonna like just to prove to myself that I can do it before I just like use a rocket launcher to melt everybody's face.
Sure.
And so there's sections where they on night, so from normal to hardcore, the only things they really changed are that like everything takes more damage and deals more damage to you, like the most basic difficulty increase like in video games. Like it's harder to kill shit and easier for shit to kill you. But they start mixing stuff up when you go to Nightmare. And so like there's a sequence towards the like it's like about the halfway point of the game actually, where like you go back to an area from Resident Evil 2 for like a brief sojourn, and like I'm used to just the way it's laid out as it's laid out in the prior difficulties. So I like get into this hallway and there's a liquor, and I'm like, well, I have one hand grenade, so I'm just gonna throw it at the liquor so it dies and it gets out of my way, and then I can just like go through the door and be done with this section.
All of this. Yeah.
Yes. And all of a sudden, like, so I throw the grenade and I blow the liquor into meat chunks, and
Nice
I'm
shot.
like, you know, grabbing whatever gear is like in the room, and all of a sudden, like 3 super high level enemies that like literally don't even exist on the default difficulty are like standing around me all at once, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And they're like, what's up?
Yeah, and then they killed me immediately, and I was like, you motherfuckers, like,
What the hell just happened?
thought I was at the finish line, thought I was about to hit like the autosave point and go to the next area, and like, nope, there's 3 fucking pale head zombies with fucking parasites on their heads fucking standing in this hallway. I was like, okay,
It doesn't seem very neighborly.
no, not at all, not at all.
That game is also not Animal Crossing. Kurt, are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well,
Is anybody okay?
Say define okay.
I can't.
I'm only okay because I'm going to take Friday off.
I'm also
Yeah.
taking Friday off.
I'm working. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So wait, do you still? And I guess maybe we don't need to talk about this while we're broadcasting it, but like your new job, do you still work just 4 days a week? or whatever.
3.
3 days a week.
Sometimes even less. Hey.
Hey, nice.
But that's because I have to do training stuff, so I'm just working from home. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what I did all day today.
How
No,
is
it's
it?
like-
You still you like it more than your last job? Still, right?
Oh yeah, it's like night and day. It's like
Okay.
completely different.
Cool.
It's like, hey, like there's different things that are stupid and fucked up, but it's like in general, it's just like, oh hey, like shit just works. That's weird.
yeah, that's. I've had those feelings before. When going from a job to a different job. It's better than the opposite when you go from a job to a different job and you're like, why is this process broken and stupid? And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's just how we do it. And you're like,
You do it.
you could
bad.
not do it that way. Like, you could do it a different way, maybe. Just a thought.
Oh shit.
That fucking dude just
God damn, dude.
fucking hopped over that thing and kicked you at. That was some bullshit. I saw that. He kicked you into the line of fire of that other dude, and then that dude shot you. That was
Yeah, exactly.
that was.
That was good tactics.
I was saying tactically smart, but kind of bullshit.
Gears bullshit.
I'm learning some lessons here.
How does this work? Is this like turn-based or like I'm not?
Yeah,
you-
it's like
you
XCOM.
pick
Have
all
you
your
have you ever
dudes at
played
once.
one of the XCOM games?
Not recently.
You take all of your turns, and then the enemies take
They take all their
turns.
turns. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what. Yeah. Okay.
They're not interleaved.
Is Fire Emblem like that?
Fire Emblem is like no, it's like one character then. Or no, yeah, it is. It is
like
actually.
that,
It
yeah.
is like that.
It is like that. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I gotta play the Fire Emblem expansion. Shit. I'm dumb. Too much
You
shit,
said it.
man. Too much shit.
There's a lot of shit.
There is.
It's like.
I
them
need to
I
play more
forgot I
Streets
had
of
this.
Rage.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I was about to say. Is like I don't know if I'm done with Streets of Rage yet either. So like.
All right, Cole, you gotta hit this. Yeah. Oh wow, that was a critical hit.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, truth in advertising.
hmm
We might pull this out yet.
Yeah, I believe in you. So I've been playing the Predator thing too.
Yeah, how's that? Are you liking that so far?
Yeah, I feel like they nerfed the Predator. I don't feel like they buffed the humans. I feel like they nerfed the Predator a little bit. Mostly in terms of like the level progression stuff, because in the beta you got some really strong gear pretty early on, which I guess was probably, I don't know if that was what they wanted to do because it was a beta and they wanted people to try the cool shit, or if during the beta they realized like, oh, like the
People
spear is
complained
fucking
that-
straight broken and we need to make it like a super high level thing, otherwise like everybody is just gonna fucking
Quit.
use the spear and fucking kill all.
Well,
the
they also
soldiers
use the
and whatnot.
jackhammer. That's what I want to know.
Yes, they have. I mean, you have to. It's we can't do one without.
What
the
about the
other.
magic helmet?
Hmm.
But it's I don't know. I like it. I think there are things it does better than Friday the 13th and things it doesn't do as well as Friday the 13th.
I think if
Playing as
my
the
whole
humans-
team is overwatched on this one guy.
That guy's.
Oh, I forgot to get
He
this
doesn't
loot
move,
crate.
You're fine.
I forgot to get the loot crates. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, playing as the Predator is like so in Friday the 13th, Jason had a power where he could just see where all the counselors were for like a limited time. And
That
the
seems
Predator,
good.
yeah, he also can teleport because like that's part of the thing, right? When you watch those movies, it's like Jason is nowhere to be found, and then all of a sudden he's right behind you, and you're fucking dead. And like that's a thing you can do. Like there's a cooldown on it. You can't just like do it whenever you feel like. But like, you know, the point is that like Jason is ridiculously powerful, and the camp counselors are not.
Or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Predator has his Predator vision. You can go invisible, but like there's a thing that you can use that will tell you like it puts like a big red splotch in your predator vision, like where the humans are, but it's like it only lasts for a few seconds, and the maps are like way bigger than the Friday the 13th maps, and you can't just like get right over to them right away. And there's been whole matches where like I played a whole match a few days ago where like I was looking for the fire team, the humans, and like I couldn't find them, and then they called the chopper. When they called the chopper,
My guy was a mechanic.
they like when they call the chopper, you see that on the map because like it's your last chance to get them before they like escape. So
Yeah.
the game like throws you a bone when that happens. But like I didn't see them for the whole like 10-minute match before they finished their mission. And then all of a sudden it was like, run over here because that's where they are. And like I killed one of them and the rest of them got away.
Sounds like they were good humans.
Well, if they're all, the thing is that if they're all in the same, like if you stick together when you're playing as the humans, it's hard for the predator to get a drop on you. Like the smart strategy as the predator is to wait until the humans do something that draws like enemy soldiers to their position, and then like fuck them up while they're being split up, having to fight human enemies. But if you just like drop on them when all four of them are just like hanging out in one place, they're just gonna fuck you up because you can't hit them all fast enough or hard enough. You know.
All right,
to-
check out the skill tree.
Good
That's-
grief.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
that's-
So there's like,
And you have 2 points available.
yep, you get 2 points per
Choose
level.
wisely.
Yeah, it seems like you
Yeah,
can like
choose
make
your
hybrid
level.
classes and stuff, but it's
Do
just
they-
it's a lot. So each
Do
so
they
there's
cost variable amounts?
Looks like it. There's little numerals.
Yeah,
next to
these
some of
ones-
Them, right?
I don't know if it's that they're different.
those are
amounts or
different
that you
levels
can
of that same
buy
skill.
levels.
So, well,
of
it's
it,
different
yeah.
levels of that. Okay.
Yeah, but they're like linked together, and then so there's like 5 different classes, and each one has a different skill tree. And then if you see, you go into your roster thing, like you can click on a guy, and then so for each weapon has 4 different modifications that you can equip, and that's true of both their primary, and the pistol also has like a modification. And then on top of that, there's like a bunch of different grenades, and then there's helmets, upper and lower armor pieces as well, and that's what comes from those crates that were laying around the mission that I forgot
Yeah.
to get. It's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot of stuff.
It's a lot.
That feels like a lot.
I mean, I don't really think it's unmanageable or whatever, but it's just like in XCOM, they dole that stuff out really, really slowly.
Yeah, I was gonna say they roll it out to you so you
Right.
can get your
You're-
heads around it.
Building that base, and then you're like unlocking a new part of your skill tree or a new type of class or whatever, and then you get better stuff as you go. But this seems like it's just kind of like, here's everything. There's no real
Enjoy.
Good luck.
There's no like meta layer,
You'll-
strategic layer to this like there is in XCOM. It's all just the tactical part of it. But man, that last mission was brutal.
I kept looking up and seeing more dudes come streaming in. It's
Yeah.
like,
There was a lot of dudes.
seems like a problem.
It's a lot of dudes.
I mean, aren't they called like the Swarm or some shit?
The Locust.
Locust.
Yeah. I don't know. That seems to make sense to me.
So what's this? Oh yeah, so this thing gives your Overwatch
Rigid bolt.
shots plus 15
Sweet.
damage. So, seems good, I guess. But the fact that I missed those cases is really bad because that's like 3 more weapon upgrades that I missed out on. You can recruit people, and then you can do the XCOM thing with like the non-major characters and like go into their thing and like change their hair colors and styles and stuff if you wanna. Oh boy, that's quite a haircut. Anyway, that's Gears Tactics. It's like really
It's-
well made. Like it's like
It seemed, yeah.
I really like the
So
tactical
it's worth
combat.
poking at it.
The problem is that it's just like the tone and the aesthetic of it is just not what I really need in my life at the moment. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna play Dragon Quest VIII for 11 instead, and then maybe I'll play this some other time when I'm more in the mood for this kind of thing. But it's better than I thought it would be, and maybe as good as I'd hoped it would be. But
Yeah, I was a little dubious when we were talking about it coming out. It's like,
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see how it is. Part of it is I didn't know for sure who was making it. If I did know, I wouldn't have been encouraged.
yeah.
Like, what do those guys know about making a tactics game?
I don't know.
What do
Apparently,
those guys know?
some things.
Apparently, in a decent amount.
Like
Yeah,
there's like a
apparently.
story that's like straight like Gears of War something. I don't know. That's the other thing. It's just like
That's the part the coalition.
Which-
did.
without a Coltrane type character to like be the foil for the like constant grim or not even grim, like grimacing shouting
Right.
of all the rest of the
Just
characters.
roided out
It's a little-
bros, yeah.
it's a little bit much, but the main character in this game is the father of Kat Diaz from Gears
Yeah,
4
yeah.
and 5. So I don't know. Maybe you'll see more about what happens in that story. Supposedly the sniper is crazy good. I look forward to giving her a try. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I think it's, like I said, I am surprised by how good it is. But I'm just not in the mood at the moment, so I think that's it. Unless anybody has anything else they wanna say.
No,
Nope.
That's. I think that's it.
Beat that
Thanks.
mission.
Uh,
I didn't think I
yeah.
was gonna beat that mission. Holy shit! All right. Good night.